Hello dear students, how are you all? Welcome to your class of English. So, yesterday we have done a poem Where Do All the Teachers Go? I hope you have understood and enjoyed the poem, and I have asked you to do the question answers that are there in the book in your reader notebooks. So, I hope you all have done that. So, today we will start with one chapter from your supplementary reader. So are you all ready for that? But before that, as usual, let me ask you some questions. Yes. So how many of you are interested in music? How many of you love or like music? I guess all. Some like Western music, some like classical music, and even some like just they don't want to sing but they just want to listen to music. Everybody does that. Okay. So just can you tell me some of the best known musicians, especially in India? Can anyone name them? The most famous ones, if I call of Bismillah Khan. Have you heard the name? Zakir Hussain. Have you heard? Then Hari Prasad Chaurasia. So many musicians have been there in India which have been popular, very famous also. And what about one more person? Just keep on thinking. I'll tell you within 1 minute. But before that, there is one more question. How many of you love to imitate? Imitate means to copy someone. If I am speaking, you can copy me, my voice, my style. How many of you love to do that? How many of you imitate your teachers, your friends, or your relatives? Some of you might be having a habit of that, and it's a hobby too. So, there is one musician who is a good imitator of the sounds of animals and birds, and he is a very popular and renowned musician. So can you have any guesses whom am I talking of? Yes, I am talking of none other than Tansen. So today we are going to start the chapter lesson number 5 from your supplementary, that is Tansen. I hope everyone has at least heard the name of Tansen if you are not aware of him. So today we are going to learn some very interesting facts about Tansen. So are you all ready with me? So here we go. So just open your books on page number, it's on page number 15, that is A Pact with the Sun, and this is your supplementary reader book. So today we are going to read about Tansen. So let's start. You may have heard the name of Tansen, the greatest musician our country has produced. I guess everyone knows. Okay, a singer called Mukandar Mishra and his wife lived in Bihar near Gwalior. So there was a village Bihar near Gwalior, and the two musicians, or you can say singers, they lived in that village near Gwalior. And who were they? They were Mukandar Mishra and his wife, and they were the parents of Tansen. Tansen was their only child. It is said that he was a very naughty child. Often he ran away to play in the forest and soon learned to imitate perfectly the calls of birds and animals. So what we come to know of Tansen at first, he is a very naughty child. I am not naughty, don't worry. Are you all naughty? Do you also worry your parents? Okay, disturb your parents? Okay. So he was very naughty and he was the only child in his house. He was the only son of his parents. And then he had a hobby of imitating the calls or the sounds of animals and birds. And he often used to go to the forest and play with those animals and birds and also the strangers who came in the forest. So how he used to trouble them? Let's see that now. Okay. So next page. A famous singer named Swami Haridas was once traveling to the forest with his disciples. So what happens when he was in the forest one day? He was just trying to look for someone whom he can trouble. And what happened? A singer was there and his name was Swami Haridas, and he was traveling in the forest along with his disciples, means followers. So what happens? Tired, the group settled down to rest in a shady grove. Tansin saw them. So what happens? While they were crossing through the forest, they were all very tired and they just thought that they should rest under a grove. What is grove? Shady grove means a group of trees that are planted close together. So they just wanted to take some rest under the trees, and Tansin, he saw them. So now see what goes on in his mind. So let us see. So first we need to write down the meanings also as we come across difficult words. So I guess it is grove, one word. So I write down the word meanings that you need to copy in your reader notebooks as usual. So grove, it is a group of trees planted close together, and they just decide to rest for a while under the shady tree. So what happens next when Tansin see? Let's see. Strangers in the forest, he said to himself, it will be fun to frighten them. So he was very naughty. He wanted to have some fun by troubling them. And he tries to frighten them, scare them. How? Let us see. He hid behind a tree and roared like a tiger. We all know that he imitated the animals very well. So what does he do? He hides behind the tree and he started roaring like a tiger. The little group of travelers scattered in fear, but Swami Haridas called them together. So what happened? The disciples, they were all very scared, all frightened, and they just dispersed here and there due to fear. But then their leader, Swami Haridas, who was a singer, he called them up together. He was aware of Tansin's mischievousness. So don't be afraid, he said. Tigers are not always dangerous. Let us look for this one. So he just wanted to tell them that tigers are not at all dangerous. So we will just see how it behaves. So let's face the tiger all together. Suddenly one of his men saw a small boy hiding behind a tree. So one of the disciples, what he does? He just finds Tansin, who is hiding behind a tree. There are no tigers here, master, he said, only this naughty boy. So what is it? He says to the singer, Swami Haridas, that there are no more tigers here, there are no tigers at all. But then this is a foolish act of this naughty boy named Tansin. So let's write down. Scattered, one more meaning we have over here. Scattered is dispersed. When you go here and there, dispersed. When you move here and there due to fear, so that is disperse. Okay. Now let's see what happens next. Swami Haridas did not punish him. So he did not punish him. Rather, he was impressed by Tansin. Now see what happens next. He went to Tansin's father and said, your son is very naughty. He is also very talented. I think I can make him a good singer. So he goes to Tansin's father. He requests him that he is naughty, but then at the same time he is very talented, and I can make him a very good singer if you wish. So let's see what will be the reply of father. Will he agree to it or will he refuse? Tansin was 10 years old when he went away with Swami Haridas. So this means that the father agreed to it, and Tansin was how many years old? He was only 10 years old when he went away with Haridas to become a very good singer. He lived with him for 11 years, learning music, and became a great singer. At about this time, his parents died. Mukundan Mishra's dying wish, that is Tansin's father wish. What was it? Let's see. That Tansin should visit Muhammad Ghaus of Gwalior. Please underline. Muhammad Ghaus was a holy man, religious person he was. Mukundan Mishra had long been devoted to him, so he was just worshipping him. He was just serving that king. and often visited him. While living in Gwalior with Muhammad Ghaus, Tansen was often taken to the court of Rani Mridnani. So now he went with Haridas and started living in the court of Muhammad Ghaus, and while he was living in his court, he was also visiting the court of Rani Mridnani. So one of the ladies of the court. So what happens? Who was a great musician herself, and she herself was a very great musician. There he met and married one of the ladies of the court, and her name was Hussaini. Please underline, when he went to the court of Mridnani, there he found a lady whom he married, and her name was Hussaini. Hussaini also became Swami Haridas' disciple. She also started learning music from Swami Haridas, just as her husband Tansen. Tansen and Hussaini had 5 children who were all very musical. So they also adopted the profession of their father, and they all were very good in singing, in music. Tansen had by this time become very famous, and Tansen also, he had become very famous by the time. Sometimes he sang before Emperor Akbar, who was so impressed by him that he insisted Tansen should join his court. So he became so popular that even the king Akbar himself called him in his court to listen to his music, and he was really impressed by Tansen, and he insisted Tansen to join his court. Insisted means insisted, forced, when you force someone. Okay, put a pressure on someone, and one more was there, imitate, right? So let's write down, to copy someone. So that is another meaning, you need to note it down. So let's see what happens next when he joins the court of Akbar. Tansen went to Akbar's court in 1556, please underline, and soon became a great favorite of the emperor. Akbar would call upon Tansen to sing at any time during the day or night. So Akbar, he used to call Tansen for singing, for listening to his music any time, at night or day. Quite often he would just walk into Tansen's house to hear him practice, and he himself visited Tansen's house to see how he practices his music. He also gave him many presents. Many gifts were presented to Tansen. Some of the courtiers became jealous of Tansen. Obviously, what will happen? The courtiers, they became very jealous of Tansen, and now they wanted to teach him a lesson. How? Let's see. We shall never be able to rest till Tansen is ruined. So one of them, what does he say? He said, until Tansen is destroyed. Ruined means destroyed. He is harmed. So they will never be popular like any other in the court of Akbar. So one of the courtiers, Shaukat Mian, please underline, the name of the courtier was Shaukat Mian, had a bright idea. He has a brilliant idea. So how will he teach Tansen a lesson? Let's see. And ruined, let's write down the meaning. Ruined is harmed or destroyed, even you can say. Usually we use it for the buildings, the building ruined. So it is destroyed, but here it is harmed. Okay. So let's see. Let us make him sing Rag Deepak, he said. So what does he plan? He wants Tansen to sing Rag Deepak. And what is Rag Deepak? Let us see. How will that help us? Asked another man. If Rag Deepak is properly sung, it makes the ear so hot that the singer is burnt to ashes. So, if someone sings this rag, it completely fills the air with hot temperature. So, what happens if somebody sings the Rag Deepak, then the air in the environment becomes very hot. Tansen is a very good singer. If he sings Rag Deepak, he will die and will be rid of him. So he says that if Tansen will sing this rag, then he will die into that hot air only, and he will just become an ash. Shaukat Mian went to Akbar and said, we don't think Tansen is a great singer. So what happens now? He goes to the king Akbar, Shaukat Mia, one of the courtiers, and he says that we don't think that Akbar is a good, Tansin is a good singer. If he had been a good singer, then let's see how he proves himself that he is a good singer. So they want to take a test of Tansin. How? So let's see. They just make a plan against him. So what does he say? Let us test him. Tell him to sing Rag Deepak. Only the greatest singer can sing it properly. So it has an effect only if the good singers sing it. Of course he can sing it. Tansin can sing anything. Akbar was so sure that he said that he can sing anything. I am sure of it. Akbar said Tansin was afraid but could not disobey the king. Tansin also, he was very sad, but then he could not disobey the orders of his king. Very well, my lord, he said, but give me time to prepare myself. So he was very clever, also intelligent, witty. So he asks or pleads king that he should give him time to prepare for the contest. Tansin went home. He had never been more downcast and unhappy. So he went home and he was very unhappy and downcast. What is downcast? When you are very लो इन योर स्पिरिट, जब आपका आत्मविश्वास एक तरह से डगमगा जाता है ना, उसको हम बोलते हैं डाउनकास्ट. सो व्हाट वी विल राइट, डाउनकास्ट मीन्स लो इन स्पिरिट. ठीक है. So he was very unhappy now. He was thinking, he was worried, he was sad. You can even see here sad, worried, that how will it happen? Although I have accepted the bet of king and the courtiers, but then I also don't know how it will happen. Then he says, let's see. Okay, now I can sing the rag, he told his wife, but the heat it gives off will not only set the lamps alight, it will also burn me into ashes. So he goes home, he discusses the problem with his wife. He says to his wife, there is no problem if I sing the rag, but then what will be the effect of that rag is I will also be destroyed into ashes. I will become an ash if I sing that. So then he had an idea. So he was already so worried. So he thinks and then he gets one idea. If someone sings Rag Megh at the same time and sings it properly, it will bring rain. So there is a counteract. So he says, I will sing Rag Deepak, that is fine, it will make the here environment hot. But at the same time, simultaneously, if someone sings a Rag Megh, Megh किसको बोलते हैं? बारिश को, rain को. So he says if someone sings that, then it will reduce the effect of that hotness. So perhaps her daughter Saraswati and her friend Drupadi could do it, he said. So he only suggests that one of his daughter and the friend of his daughter Drupadi, they can sing this Rag Megh. He taught the two girls to sing Rag Megh. They practiced night and day for 2 weeks. So they practiced hard day and night continuously for 14 days so that they can save their father and uncle. Tansin told them, you must wait till the lamp start burning and then you start singing. So he gives them instruction also that you have to wait till the time the lamp start burning, only then you have to start singing this rag. So now let's see what happens on the day of the promise. The legend goes that on the appointed day the whole town assembled to hear Tansin sing Rag Deepak. So now it was the fixed day and the whole of the court is there to see how he sings Rag Deepak. Legend means historical story. So let's write down one more. Legend, we can say it's a historical tale or story, you can say. Okay. So people in the audience were bathed in perspiration. पसीने से भर गए थे. When he started singing, all were started perspirating. The leaves on the, just see the effects. Now the leaves of the trees dried up and fell on the ground. As the music continued, birds fell dead because of the heat and the water in the rivers began to boil. Just see. Can you think in such a situation a person will survive? People cried out in terror as flames shot up out of nowhere and lighted the lamp. So what happened? birds were dead, river water it started boiling, and then lamps started lighting. So all these were the effects of singing of Rag Deepak. Such is an effect of that rag if someone sings it very, very nicely. At once Saraswati and Drupadi began to sing Rag Megh. At this time, as instructed by Tansin, they start singing Rag Megh. The sky clouded over and rain came down. Tansin was saved. The story goes that he was very ill after this, and Akbar was sorry that he had caused him so much suffering. So what happened after that? Tansin, he started living as a sick man, and then Akbar also, he realized his mistake. He felt sorry that he accepted the advice of his courtiers who were very jealous of Tansin, and he just wanted to repent. He punished Tansin's enemies. When Tansin got well, the entire city rejoiced. So now Tansin was well and everyone was rejoicing. Rejoiced means, can anyone tell me the meaning of rejoiced? Happy. When you are once again happy. So that is rejoicing moment. Tansin remained Akbar's court singer till 1585 when he died. Please underline. So he died in the year 1585, and till then he remained the best court singer of Akbar. So this means he has joined his court in which year? He has joined in 1556 and he continued up till 85, that is around 29 years. He was the best court singer of Akbar. He composed several new rags. He also made many new rags. Tansin's tomb is in Gwalior. So if you happen to visit Gwalior, do visit his tomb. So now it is a place of pilgrimage for musicians, and the musicians all over India, they pay homage to his tomb at Gwalior. So it is a very holy place in Gwalior. So that was all about Tansin. I hope you have understood and you have also learned a moral lesson that you should not lose hope. You should be courageous to face all the tough situations with your intelligence and wit, and then God will help you out in the end. So that was something about Tansin. So question answers, we will be doing it in the copy. I will be sending you the PDF file. Along with that, you need to note down the word meanings from here in your fair notebooks. So that's all for today. Please do read the chapter and try to just take out answers for yourself. So thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay home.